Just now, I did a video on what I would have changed about the plot of Legend of Korra and Avatar: The Last Airbender, and earlier I did a video on my theories on Sokka, and I referenced a few things, so I'll link those two videos at the end. But my point here is there is one important thing that I would have changed for Legend of Korra, and instead of having Iroh be the guy in the spirit world who runs into Korra, or instead of having Iroh in the Legend of Korra, I would have had Sokka instead. So my theory that I made up, but I think it has some merit, is that Sokka later became more spiritual later on in his life, and he went into the spirit world a few times, and eventually he decided to meditate into the spirit world when he felt like he was done living in the physical world. So he decided to meditate to the spirit world in spirit form and just leave his body behind. And he wanted to go to the spirit world because he wanted to be with Yue forever. Because Yue, obviously became the moon spirit. So the theory is that Sokka meditated into the spirit world just like Iroh did, so that he could. And the reason Sokka did it was because he wanted to be with Yue. So that's my theory. So if I had been writing The Legend of Korra, that's what I would have done. I would have had Korra run into Sokka, and they would recognize each other a little bit because, after all, Sokka did save Korra from the Red Lotus when Korra was younger, so he did at least see Korra at some point in his life. So I would have had Sokka be the spirit guide for Korra in that episode, as well as in Book 3 and some other parts. I think that would have been really nice to have seen Sokka in that form.